Welcome back. I'm Brian Trust, aka Dorky Dad on TikTok, Brian Your Car Guy on Facebook, the owner of Trust Family Auto Sales, Trust Family Auto Services, and we'll just stop there because I wear many hats. How did I get into car sales? Well, I'm glad you asked. It started back in 1992, to be honest with you. My wife and I were expecting our first kid. You know, I'm driving that pip-tastic Mazda lowrider, coming from Fort Lauderdale, palm trees, a sunset on it, but it was time to grow up. So we went car shopping. I want to say 18 years old, didn't know anything about the business, but I know I needed to be more of a family man, so we were car shopping for a four-door. In the process of buying this vehicle, all this flattery, like, oh, dude, you should get in the car business, you should do this, quit your job and apply with us. Well, I quit my job. I went right back, I think the following Monday. They didn't even recognize me, but I said, hey, I'm here because he told me to quit my job and come apply. And all of a sudden, I learned that was just flattery to get the car purchase. They ended up giving me a job. I don't know if it was guilt or what have you, but that's when I got in the business. It was late December of 92, I believe. Early in 93, I went on to another dealership where I actually got training, and I want to say history was wrote. So now into my next journey, 2005, I took that leap of faith and went out on my own. Hence Trust Family Auto Sales here in Godfrey, Illinois. I'm currently in my second location here in Godfrey. It's my stomping grounds. I can't move too far. June of 2025, I'll be celebrating 20 years in business on my own. It's not always been, glamorous. I gotta tell you, to this day, I probably still check my bank account 10 different times a day. Again, I'm very grateful to be where I'm at today. Going on 20 years next year that I have employees that pretty much can run the place. I show up, to act like I'm doing something. Not. I'm still very involved. I buy 99% of the inventory that you see out here. We still do a little training. I told you I got in the business in 1992. Whether it was flat or however I got the job, that was my first kid, who's 30 today. I have 5 more to add to that. My youngest is now 10. So 6 kids, still doing the car business, blossoming into other avenues of opportunities. Matter of fact, the oldest that I've shared with you about how we got in the car business also runs Trust Family Auto Services. So the name Trust Family Auto, whether it be sales or services, is legit a family business. But the brick and mortar of business isn't the same as it used to be. We're here, we could hold about 150 cars if we pack them all in. But something cool, we got a Harley Davidson in Russia. Our cars can spread anywhere from coast to coast down to Florida. We just went to the villages in Florida last week, to where I know we've got cars in California. At one point, Trust Family Auto Sales was also Trust Family Auto Sales and Cycles, where right here, where we're sitting, we were building motorcycles, Harley Davidsons. Take a fat bob apart and put it to a street glide. Really, it was whatever you want. I almost thought we were going to have a reality TV show about it. But things didn't go as well as planned. One of my highlights is we would move all the cars off the parking lot and we would host our own Trust Family Auto Sales Riverbender Truck or Treat. There would be places I would go after the fact and people like, I know you, I recognize you. I'm like, oh man, am I on the milk carton again? But people would recognize me for the Truck or Treat. And honestly, one of my favorite things about being a business owner, whether it be car sales or anything else, is the relationships. And that's part of the reason why I'm shooting this video, sharing my story with you. Take that leap of faith. Again, to this day, I'm still a little nervous. There's still a little fear because to be successful, you also have to rely on the economy around you and how that's transpiring in your life, demographics, what have you. But I'm not going anywhere. The auto sales business is here. Hey, and what I wanted to bring up, one last thing. When you get involved in your community, it's not just about commissions. It's just not about trying to make the sale. It just shows that you're truly involved with everybody. You want to be able to walk the streets and, hey, there's Brian the car guy, or hey, that's Dorky Dad, whatever it may be. So I can't express enough that if you're going to go into business, get involved. If you're going to do business in the community, be a part of the community. One of the things that I truly love about the automobile business is most people get paid per hour. In car sales, the sky's the limit. So if you apply yourself, you can be very rewarded. If you get comfortable and want to hang out with the gangs, well, there's only one person to blame when that paycheck comes. But any entrepreneurs that are out there and you've considered going into business for yourself, stop making excuses. Look in the mirror, know you're worthy. It's gonna take some stress and some anxiety. No one's gonna work harder for yourself than you. Make sure that you're using social media to your advantage. It's way more affordable than what paper press used to be. So we talked about it earlier. Be the unity in community and make sure you spread your wings and fly all over that social media. You know, along the way, there was so many ups and downs, and sometimes people ask me, is there any regrets? Well, of course there's regrets. Business isn't always gonna be perfect, but I believe that regrets, bad decisions, and things that happen in your life, as long as you grow from it. You know, normally you hear people say, hey, you either win or you would say lose, right? I like to believe you either win or you learn. If you are truly that entrepreneur who's willing to take that leap of faith, or you're currently in business and you're looking for some ideas and some avenues, I'm encouraging you to reach out to me. Let me start by giving you my email address. The email is BrianTrust at TrustFamilyAutos, using S after auto.com. So again, BrianTrust at TrustFamilyAutos.com. Facebook at DJ Brian Trust. I also have a podcast called You're Beautiful, and it's about inspiration. It's about taking chances. So I hope you tune into the podcast, okay? If you're a TikToker, please find my handle. I'm Dorky Dad. Watch the videos. If I bring you joy and make you smile, give me that heart, okay? I'm just right now, I'm all over the place. I'm glowing, and if you find this glow infectious, I hope to pass it right along to you in your success and your travels and your journeys. I want to thank you for those who tuned in, and especially if you made it this far. Check us out. More importantly, comment. Remember, you're beautiful.